Hi everyone, it's Gabi from the Kia Hyundai channel, and today I'm showing you what makes the Land with Premium package on the Kia EV9 so special. So we're going to give you a brief walkthrough of the exterior and the interior. If you're curious to see something a little more in-depth, think every little button on this vehicle, don't worry, we've done a video on that, but let's get into it. All right, let's get into the exterior, but first I'm going to talk a little bit about the name of this vehicle and what that essentially means. So this is the Land all-wheel drive at heart, meaning that is the electric motor that powers this vehicle, the drivetrain, everything. You get a 99.8 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion polymer battery. That never gets easier to say. 451 kilometers of range, 379 horsepower with 516 pound-feet of torque, and the best part is with the premium package, although it does have a price tag on it, $10,000 to be exact, you get a lot of nice finishes and touches, and of course advanced safety features that are not available on the other trim levels below. So all-wheel drive, terrain modes, drive modes, all of it. You get snow, mud, and sand, sport mode, eco mode, and even a custom mode that Charlotte will get into once we hop inside. Now let's take a look at the front end. So for our headlights, they're a full LED, your daytime running lights, your main headlight unit, and your positioning lights, full LED on this bad boy. We take an even closer look, and that digital LED lighting extends into the actual grille of the vehicle. Now this is something that you can customize. If you'd like a different pattern, it is a subscription-based service, which you can totally opt out of. However, I think the standard lighting pattern that it comes with looks phenomenal. The LED light itself, extremely bright, unique shape. I think it adds to the Kia EV9, I was about to say Telluride's distinct styling, and really sharpens the vehicle, makes it look tough. Down at the bottom, we have active air grille shutters, so that is essentially going to open and close as needed, so the vehicle will decide, allowing airflow into the vehicle to optimize battery temperature and of course aid with the efficiency of the vehicle, so the aerodynamics and the airflow. In the very center, this, oh Charlotte, what, a trapezoid? This is a trapezoid-like shape is essentially your radar sensor. So this vehicle is outfitted with a bunch of advanced safety features like your highway drive assist, your forward collision avoidance, and your smart cruise control. That is all going to be used from this radar. So it's constantly going to monitor the distance of the car ahead of you. Make sure you're at a safe distance when you do have your smart cruise control or highway drive assist on. And even if you don't have it on, it's always going to be watching out for potential accidents. So it will brake for you if necessary, but at first it will warn you. All right, so moving up a little bit, we do have a front camera. So this vehicle is equipped with a 360 camera monitoring system. And depending on where I am driving, if I approach this wall, for example, or another vehicle, my ultrasonic parking sensors will pick it up, alert me in the cabin, and show me live feed of how much space I have between myself, my vehicle, I should say, and the wall. For our wheels, this is a hot take. So these wheels, they're very triangular, which you never think of with a wheel. But nonetheless, it's a modern design, and there's a reasoning behind this fun, fresh, new design. It's efficiency. So this is an EV-specific wheel. It is a wheel cover, I will say, and it's all about maximizing airflow and minimizing air resistance. If you're not a fan of it, I know some of our commenters, they're kind of iffy on the wheel. It's super easy to change wheels. You can get whatever kind of wheel you'd like if you're not a fan of the factory alloys. Around the wheel, we have a glossy black finish, and that also extends to the bottom portion of the vehicle, which covers your rocker panels. And then fun fact, these doors are extended, so the actual door itself will cover the rocker panel right over there, meaning that your pant legs won't get dirty as you go in, especially during cold winters in Canada where we get a lot of salt. Black trim around the windows. We do have window covers. That's why it looks a little funky right now. More on that when we hop inside. Then moving on to the back of the vehicle, your taillights are LEDs. Your rear wiper is hidden underneath the spoiler, which is, again, an LED light. And you have the inclusion of our rear view camera. You may be thinking, rear view? I thought that was a mirror. It's both in this vehicle. We'll show you what it looks like when we hop inside, though. I'm saying that a lot, but seriously, a lot of the exterior elements will apply directly into the driver's area. The utilization is seamless. It's very much a driver-focused vehicle, and it's quite simple to use despite all the tech that's in the car. It is a 3-row, so if you're looking for a 6-seater configuration, you will have to go to the premium or above. Anything below is going to offer a bench seat. Over here, we have our level 1 charger that comes complimentary with all Kia EV purchases. So there you go. Not the fastest way to charge, but it works. And then we even have a household outlet in the very back. So if you've heard about Kia and vehicle to load, essentially it allows you to power other appliances with your vehicle's main power source. Now it won't let your battery die, so don't worry about that. You can actually set how low you'd like your vehicle's battery to drop to before it shuts it off. So you can use that plug-in, or you can even use the exterior charge door. So let's open that up. You have a adapter that you can plug into there that allows you to plug in a regular household appliance like a laptop charger, a refrigerator, whatever it could be, something with a household outlet, plug it in, and you can power whatever you need. Let's close that up now. And now we're going to take a look inside and talk about everything that makes the EV9 so special.
Alright everyone, now we get to hop inside and see what awesome features we get on the Land all-wheel drive with premium package on the inside. And this is where you're really going to see that premium touch that gives the premium package its name. So let's take a look at the seats, because this is going to be our first major item that we see. Now this is going to be your introduction to this nice gray and black synthetic leather, and they're also fully heated and ventilated for the driver, the passenger, and also for the captain's chairs in the rear. So you know that no matter where you're sitting, it's going to be a comfortable ride. Not only are just the seats heated, but the steering wheel is heated too, and you have 2 levels of heat. And as Gabi showed over here, you also have the capacity for memory seats. So if you're a multi-driver household, you have this where you're able to sync them to your drive modes. Your mirrors, of course, are going to be electronically controlled. They're also auto-dimming and heated. And then, of course, we've got windows. Your window controls. We need those. If you take a look down, I'm happy to say that this does have a premium sound system. It has a Meridian sound system with 14 speakers that are peppered throughout this vehicle. So that is a lot. Now, circling back to our seats, is look at how many options there are to control the driver's seat. You've got your normal 8-way power adjustable, but then you also, 6-way power adjustable, but then you also have the inclusion of 4-way lumbar support and a knee extender. So if you're a taller driver and you need a little bit of room on your knee, you have the ability to extend that out to make it a little bit more comfortable for you. The passenger seat, you're also going to have a powered seat, but you're not going to have the knee extender, and you've got 2-way lumbar support. So even if you're sitting back there, you know it's going to be nice and comfortable. For your steering wheel, nothing too crazy going on here, leather wrapped and heated as I said, but something that I love is that this badging, it may look like a regular satin chrome finish, but it actually does illuminate with an LED behind it when the vehicle is on. So it's kind of difficult to show on camera because you kind of get that sparking of an LED, but it is incredibly cool to see. In this vehicle, we also have drive modes and terrain modes, which I won't go too in depth today, but I will give you the sneak peek that we do have a My Drive, which is a customizable drive mode, and then also terrain modes. Now, if you want to learn more about those, you're going to have to watch our full walkthrough where we're going to explain the cabin a little bit more in depth. Right now, we're really just talking about what is exclusive to the premium trim. Now, one of my favorite features that Gabi showed on the back is going to be your digital rear view mirror. Now, our tailgate is currently open, so we're getting a great view of our ceiling.
I'll hold this and I'll go stand there.
Absolutely. And if you didn't see already, this vehicle is equipped with not 1, but 2 sunroofs. So that's right, this is the introduction for dual sunroofs. Of course, the one up here in front, it does open, and then we have the one in the rear, which is just a glass pane. It does not open, but it certainly does look good. So even if it's not functional, at least she's pretty. I actually love the look of that because even though you lose a little bit of headroom, I find that you feel like you have more room because you can kind of see around you. Now, although this is not something that is only on the premium package, so we do have our dual 12.3-inch screens with our dedicated climate controls, a 5-inch screen in the center, which gives it a really seamless look. Now, if you are worried about accessing this as a passenger, this vehicle is equipped with multi-zone climate control, so you can still access all of that through the screen and with these easy-to-use toggles and temperature dash on the center. So it's still, you're able to adjust it. Everyone is able to have their own temperature and be nice and comfortable. Now, if you look at the screen, I think that this is incredibly exciting because it is Kia and Hyundai's new CCNC digital display, and it looks great. I love the software. It's the ability for over-the-air software, and the best part, it's got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which means that you can stream Trunk Talk, mine and Gabi's podcast, shameless promo, in your vehicle, on your daily drive, and we can all talk about cars while being in cars, listening wirelessly, which is pretty sweet, especially since that is very long awaited and we have not seen it before. So some of the other features that we're going to get on this vehicle that are introduced with the premium package is also going to be, going to go to vehicle, lights, ambient lighting. So ambient lighting, you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the color, there's lots of different options with even dual color, and you can see that changing hopefully. And you can also link this to your drive modes too. So depending on what you want the atmosphere of the cabin to be like, you can absolutely access that. I love on the dash that you have these buttons here that you can press, and even though they are flush, they do give you a little bit of haptic feedback as you press down on them. And then we still have that mix of toggles and buttons. Not everything is fully digital, which is very nice. We still have lots of opportunities for charging and connectivity. If you want, you simply just have to press to switch it to charging and connectivity. USB-C, 12 volt as well. And something I want to talk about is also the storage that is available in this vehicle, because I think that is a huge, huge, huge selling point. Now, because this is an EV, is we are able to utilize the whole floating center console concept. So you've got storage down here. You can see more ambient lighting, and up top, you're going to have this huge storage compartment, which also houses your adjustable cup holders. Now, let's talk about tech for a little bit longer, and we will show the cameras and the parking sensors that Gabi showed on the outside of the vehicle. So here is your camera, and you can see it pieces together that surround view monitor with all of those cameras that Gabi showed us. Now her door is open, now it's closed, so you can see a little bit more of a defined picture, and also it's going to show you the guidelines. Now there's tons of different views, so here we're utilizing the front camera. We've got the front camera again, side, and the front.
Extra wide.
Extra wide. And then, of course, your standard rear view camera with dynamic guidelines, again, shifting the guidelines to the rear of the vehicle too. And you can even give it a 360 view where it almost looks like you are standing outside the vehicle and simply looking at it. So this is really great for parking, maneuvering yourself into tricky situations, which is helpful because this is a big vehicle. Even though it doesn't feel like it when you're driving it, it is big. It can be a little bit difficult to get into tighter spots just because of its size. It's a true passenger hauler, that is for sure.
Can I show you one of my favorite cameras?
Absolutely.
All right, so this vehicle is equipped with 5,000 pounds of showing capacity. So there is a dedicated camera that we like to call the hitch camera, and it shows you how close the rear end of the vehicle is to whatever else is in its view. So this is great not only, again, if you are hitching up your vehicle to something, but also a lot of people are charging this vehicle in their garage maybe, and this shows you just how much space you have. Like I said, it's a big vehicle, and this shows you how much room you have till you get to the wall or the garage door of your car. So there you go. Nice and easy.
The last items I'll just show before we hop into the back seat and take a look at a bit of the space we have there is we do have a wireless phone charger. And if you're unsure of what this is going to be your fingerprint scanner. Gabi mentioned that we are equipped with digital key to touch 2, and that is going to also utilize some fingerprint components as to starting the vehicle with your fingerprint, which we have not been able to try yet because we don't have one that we're able to set up with Apple CarPlay, or not Apple CarPlay, Kia Connect, Kia's telematics system, but we're super excited to do that. But I love seeing that there. I think it's a really cool piece of tech and is worth mentioning. So that being said, let's hop into the back seat. Welcome to the captain's chairs. So we are in the second row, and we've got one seat down. Gabi is going to show you how easy it is to simply flip this seat up. It does not take much work at all, and it's even easier to knock down too.
All right, so right up here on the shoulder area, we do have that little button. Don't mind my broken nail. Give it a push, pull the seat up. It's hard to do while filming, but nice and easy. The seat is now in place, and it is on a rail system, so if you'd like it a little further back, all you gotta do, reach between your legs, grab that rail, and pull the seat.
And you did that one-handed.
I did it one-handed while filming.
So if you are concerned about how quickly you're able to fill your vehicle with kids going through the pickup line, you're gonna be able to do it very quick. Now, these seats with the premium package is it only comes in the 6-seater configuration, so you're getting captain's chairs in the second row. Some people love that, some people hate it. I really do like it. But these seats, they're also going to be heated and ventilated, so you know it's going to be nice and comfortable down here. On the door for the second row too is we also have the inclusion of integrated sunshades, which is a severely underrated feature and one that I absolutely love, especially if you've got kids in car seats or simply want to put the windows down and enjoy the fresh air without getting bugs into your vehicle. You are able to utilize that. Back here as well, we have diffusing rear vents, and we have multi-zone climate control, so this is going to be the controls for the rear, but again, if you've got kids, don't worry, you can lock it and control it from the front of the vehicle. One of my favorite features that we have seen on the EV9 this year is also going to be the inclusion of this table, but it's not just a table, it's storage too. So look at all the items that you can fit down there. You could have a little picnic. This also extends a little bit further out too. Back here we also of course have cup holders. We have the use of USB-Cs for charging, and actually I gotta pull that out and then push it all back in. Privacy pockets, and there's so much more. Now, exiting the rear is going to be as simple as the click of a button. You can see how easily that seat slides forward, and I'm able to get out with the nice step 2. In the back seat, you're still going to have USB-Cs, you're still going to have cup holders and lights and seatbelt clips, so you know that even if you are in the third row, it's going to be a comfortable experience for all. Now, the one thing I really want to drive home about the EV9 is the size. When it comes to the back seat, there is so much room. If you're familiar with the Kia Telluride or the Hyundai Palisade, you actually have more leg room in the second and third row in the EV9 than you do in those vehicles. So you know, if you are looking for size, you want comfort, this is going to be a great pick for you. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us as we took a look at the EV9 Land All-Wheel Drive with Premium Package and got to look at some of the items that really do make this a premium package and some of our favorite items. If you want a more in-depth walkthrough, make sure that you check out the full one that we have done on this vehicle, and make sure that if you want to see anything more in regards to the EV9 or anything Kia and Hyundai, that you make sure you subscribe to this channel. Please like this video and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next with the EV9. We'll see you next time.